Good morning, 8th grade. Beautiful sunny day the Lord has given us, so welcome back to school. We're going to do the review for your quiz, for quiz 2. But first of all, you know, when I taught years ago, I always did roll call before class. And I think we started that maybe earlier in the year, and then, I don't know, for some reason we just kind of dropped it. I guess you aren't used to doing it every day. But I was thinking, I'm going to do roll call today. So I do think about you students, and when I'm teaching, I can't quite see you, but a little bit in my mind's eye, I see some of you. You know, as the months have gone by, I've learned to understand and interpret some of your expressions and your eye sparkles, and I kind of know if you're with me, or sometimes you're, you know, I can tell you're not getting it, and you have this furrowed brow, and you know, I don't know how to do this. Some of you worry over your lessons. Others of you just want me out of the way so you can get it done. And I just love you, everyone, for who you are. I tell you, you've kind of woven into my heart. So we're going to do roll call. When you hear your name, you say present. But make sure you are present. Okay, so you're there, not just bodily, but you know, you're all there. So these are in alphabetical order. You ready? Brooklyn Adams. Brooklyn. Oh, present. Okay, good to see you. Hi, Brooklyn. Lauren Eshelman. Present. Okay, glad you're with us, Lauren. Welcome to class. Audrey Graber. Audrey. Yes, okay. Oh, I just had something funny happen here, so I had to push. All right, we're back. So, Audrey, you there? Present. Okay, so you were helping Kendrick with something. That's all right. Glad to have you in class. Kiana. Present. Oh, hi, Kiana. Good to have you. Leah's here. Are you here, Leah? Present. Good. Hi, Leah. Cheyenne. Yes, Cheyenne. Good to have you with us today. And Colton. Colton Knapp. Colton. There. Saw you coming. Okay, Colton, stay out of the mushroom woods till you get your lesson done. Okay? All right. Good to see you, Colton. Crystalline. Is Crystalline there? Present. Good. Good to see you, Crystalline. Welcome. Amber. Amber Miller. Are you with us? Hi, Amber. Present. Yeah, miss your smile, Amber. Good to have you with us. Lance Miller. Are you out looking for turkeys? Nope. Oh, he's here. Good to have you, Lance. Present. Abigail Wagler. Abby, are you with us? Present. Good to see you, Abby. Adriana. Hey, Adriana. Are you joining us today? There. Present. Welcome. Destiny. You with us, Destiny? Yes. Good to have you. Ready to answer questions. Always like, Destiny, how you're pretty quick to participate in class. So good to have you with us. Seth. Is Seth here? There you are, Seth. Welcome to class. So got the whole group here, all 14 of you. And 14 reminds me of how we just fit in that 15-passenger van. And I still sorrow over that ill-fated milkshake experience we had. Wasn't that awful? I still have ugly memories of that day. So we need to right that wrong somehow, don't you think? Anyway, welcome here, and we're going to do language arts, get you ready for quiz 2. So you want to turn to the review page where you do the check marks. That's on page 35. Okay, page 35, and we're going to look at the first two to begin with. So the first one says, can you diagram sentences that contain infinitive phrases used as adverbs? And then go ahead and look at the next one. Can you identify whether an infinitive phrase is used as a noun, adjective, or adverb? Now, you've had this over and over and over, but they want to make sure you get it, and you're going to have to do it again on the quiz. So let's go way back to lesson 1. Page 1. Lesson 1, page 1. Infinitive review. I have it up here on the board. By the way, I don't know why I have so many interruptions here, but do you know this is the second time I'm doing this video? Do you ever have these kind of frustrating experiences in life? I was doing this and I was, I don't know, halfway or more in it. And suddenly I realized that I'm using an iPad and it wasn't recording anymore. And I thought, what? Did I forget to turn it on? And I tried a few times, and you know what was wrong? It was full. The memory was full. What do iPads have? It's not hard drive, but whatever. It had too much stuff on it, and it was full. It wouldn't. So I'm starting all over. But anyway, that's okay. Here we go. 3 ways infinitives are used. So let's name them quickly. And so most of the time they are used as nouns. And 5 ways nouns are used. Subjects, direct objects, predicate nominatives, infinitives, and objects of preposition. Can you see that all the way over? I'll just move that over a little bit. Okay, so there you go. So, infinitives, again, are the word to with a verb. So used as a noun. Alright, so they can also be used as adjectives. Notice toward the top of the page, if an infinitive, to plus a verb, is used as an adjective, it typically follows the noun or pronoun that it modifies. Now, the bigger one that we've worked on maybe a little more of this light unit is infinitives used as adverbs. And adverbs, by definition, our definition, are a little more complicated because they can modify different things. So adverbs usually modify verbs, yes, and one of you others, adjectives, thank you, and other adverbs. Now, when they modify other adverbs, if you're down right here where it says modifying adverbs, right there, often there are those modifying those verbs of extent. So adverbs of extent. So too tired. I'm tired, and I'm too tired, and then the infinitive is going to go back and modify that. So study that carefully so that you understand the different ways infinitives are used. Now just go on to lesson 2, and the next part you're going to need to check is number 2 right here. Can you diagram an infinitive used as an adverb? Alright, so infinitives are always diagrammed just like you would a prepositional phrase, and you put the to on the straight line and the verb on the flat line. So if they are modifying, for example, the subject, that's wrong. So if it's an adverb, it can't be modifying the subject. So it could modify a verb, it would go here. But then if it were modifying a predicate adjective, it would go here. And if it modifies another adjective or adverb that is below the line, you have a setup that looks like this. And so here you have maybe the word to, adverb of extent, and then you would have the word to, T-O, plus the verb. Okay? So, you've seen that often. You'll have a few of those on your quiz. Alright, let's go back now to the review on page 35. And we have, can you correct redundancies in sentences? And that's in lesson 3. Did you hear me say redundant in the message yesterday? So I was preaching yesterday. This is Monday, by the way. You're going to see this Tuesday, but I'm here on Monday. And, you know, I was doing a message that most of you kind of have heard because I did this stuff in school devotions, and I used the word redundant. It came to my mind, and I was thinking about 8th grade, how you learned about redundancies. So school has a way of getting in preaching even. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, lesson 3, you have about redundancies, if I can find it. Yeah, so the goal in writing is to try to say what you need to say in as short words as possible. And they give the example, we saw a total of 50 canada geese. So if you saw 50, you don't need to say a total of. An egg sank down, really. Do eggs ever sink up? No. So if it sank, you don't need the word down. Anyway, you get the point of that. That's what we mean by redundancies. Okay, you're going to have a few sentences on your quiz that you'll need to correct. Okay, the next one is capitalization. And they're taking this one pretty serious. And it's in lesson 4, but you're going to have quite a few to do on your quiz. So study this carefully. Go back to lesson 4, and let's briefly look at capitalization. So, here's are the things you study. In a title, like words like Dr., Miss, King, Honorable, Senator, so on. Those words aren't normally capitalized. If you're simply talking about a king, or you're simply talking about a senator, or a doctor, it can be small case D-O-C-T-O-R. I went to see a doctor yesterday. That would be small case D, doctor. But if doctor or the abbreviation of doctor is used as part of a person's name, then it needs to be capitalized. If governor is used as a part of a person's name, it needs to be capitalized. Now, the exception is if you use the word in place of the person's name. So they give the example, good morning, governor. So I'm saying good morning rather than saying the governor's name. And so I would need to capitalize. I'm saying governor there instead of his real name, and I need to capitalize that. An exception, again, is the word president. So anytime you're talking about President of the United States, it should always be capitalized. So have you learned the list of presidents in the United States? You know, that would need to be capitalized. If it were the word doctors, you wouldn't, but presidents you do if it's referring to the President of the United States. Okay, then you have aunt, sister, and father in the next part. You should only capitalize them if they are being used to replace a person's name. So, for example, or if it's part of a person's name. So, Uncle Charlie, yes, capitalize. Tell father that dinner will be ready in 15 minutes. Okay, I gave you this example, I believe, in class. So my dad's name is Daryl. If I can replace the word father with my dad's real name and it makes sense, then you should capitalize the word father. So in that sentence, tell father that dinner will be ready. So you could say, tell Daryl that dinner will be ready. That makes good sense. Now, a little farther down, they give you this sentence. My mother has 4 brothers and 1 sister. So my mom's name is Wilma. So let's put my mom's name in there. My Wilma has 4 brothers and 1 sister. That doesn't sound right at all. You see the point. If you cannot put the person's real name in there, then don't do it. Now, remember, aunt and uncle, if they're used as part of the person's title, Uncle Bill, Aunt Sue, then you do capitalize them. Okay, so proper nouns, capitalize. 32nd Street, just remember, don't capitalize the second word. And then specific regions, Midwest, Great Plains, Western Hemisphere, and so on. And there are some exceptions to that as well. Okay, so study that carefully. You do have several sentences that you have to do capitalization. Calculate the points carefully so you know how many fixes you need to do. Okay, can you identify the subject and verb in a sentence? Well, I sort of hope so. You've been doing that a long time. So, yeah, think about that a little bit, and hopefully you can handle that one. Can you differentiate between simple, compound, and complex sentences? So you had lesson 6 on that, so go back and look at that. And yes, you will be given definitions, and you need to identify, so is that compound, is that complex, is that simple? So make sure you think about those definitions and you know those. All right, so write each section 2 spelling word. That's in practice, and thank you for doing your spelling words. I just briefly looked over the stuff out on the table, and it looks like you handed in things. You had your spelling words done. So thank you very much. Yes, continue to do spelling words. And now that you got all this checked and you're ready, go tell your mom or dad to get quiz 2 out for you and do your quiz. Don't forget to ask the Lord to help you and do your best. Thank you very much.